All right, welcome. This is the weekly restorative yoga class. So restorative can mean so many things. It can be strengthening, it can be relaxing. So this class will be a combination of both of that. So it's a little bit of strengthening at the beginning, and then we'll really get some zen and some relaxation towards the end. So we're going to start standing, and hopefully you have a wall, because this wall is what we're going to be using today. So just, you're at home, there must be a wall that doesn't have any artwork on it. You're going to be able to put your legs up the wall and just utilize the wall. So we're going to start standing. So let's just stand and breathe for 3 breaths. Inhale through the nose. And let it out through the mouth. Keep your eyes closing the eyelids, focusing on the third eye. Good. And again, inhale nose. Let it out through the mouth. I'm even doing a little wiggling, a little rocking, especially my neck and shoulders. So if that feels right for you, just do that. Wow. And then one more full breath. Inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Great. A little roll for the shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. So nice. And then switch directions. A little rock of the head. Oh yeah, this is nice. So tilting your left ear to the shoulder. You feel that? The whole right side of the neck opens up. Take the right hand and bring it around, grabbing the inner edge of the arm. Then turn the thumb so it faces behind you. Good, and you're just stretching out that right side. And remember the breath. Going nice and slow. Last 2. Yeah. Last breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Good. Head comes up. And then we'll switch sides. Left hand on that right arm, spinning the thumb out. Good. And then the left ear to the shoulder. Left ear to the shoulder as we drop it down. Wow, really nice. Most are dominant right side, so right feels really satisfying into that side of the neck and to the shoulder. Even the pulsing of the chin to the left, and then dropping the chin down. Can linger in the spots. Oh, wow. Making sure you're grounded, that little micro bend in the knees helps. This is not what you want to do. So if you have hyperextended knees, jamming them back feels too limiting. You want the power to flow naturally up through the legs with slightly bent knees. So good. All right, head comes up. When you're finished, take your time, moving in and out of the posture really slowly, because that's intense. All right, and then I'm getting tongue-tied. I do this quite often. So I'm live streaming right now. I have 3 students on, so they all know this move, which is placing the palm right onto the wall. You're reaching as far up as you can. And again, you can even play with your chin by looking towards the right. So my left arm is up the wall so I can face you. And then you gradually kind of push some weight into the wall and then walk the hands slowly back. That's it. And start feeling tingling. I am up into the shoulder. Yeah, and it takes time. It takes time to get this expression of stretch into the shoulder socket. Remember to breathe, always. And each little movement changes the direction of the energy flowing up and down the arm. So go at your own pace. Each kind of little walk back. Take a deep breath or two. Good. Walking the fingers down a couple inches at a time. I think I'm at about a 45-degree angle now. Audible breath in through the nose, out through the nose. You can even close the eyes, let the eyes be soft and inward. I'm about halfway. Lots of tingling. I'm feeling so much tingling in my hand. That's normal. If it's too much, of course, come off the wall and shake it out. You can always shake it out and come back in. Last one, last breath. I'm about halfway, little past halfway. Awesome. Okay, so then side step, just to that sweet spot. Woo, I gotta shake it out. Maybe you do too, shake it out. Wow. Wow, good. So now the sweet spot where the palm is pushing, so you have that perfect length for the arm. And then watch the inner elbow. You want to spin that inner elbow up, letting the shoulder, it's easy to bring the shoulder up to the ear. You want that shoulder to drop down. Good. And the heart to open up. And you're in control. So just put that pressure that works well for, wow. 3 more breaths. So, wow, it's powerful for me. I'm starting to a little bit of trembling. That's normal and natural. See if you could surrender into that sensation, not to resist, but just to allow the energy to flow, Good. Take it up and then exhale, let it go. Wow. Good. Yeah. All right, that's just one side. Thinking. So we're halfway done. I'm going to have to turn because I have this wall here. So I'll be doing my right side now. So same thing, repeat. So I'm about 12 inches away from the wall. Everything that we just did on that left side, on the right. It's okay to be quiet and soft. Connecting, inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Just a reminder to keep the chest sort of up, clavicles open. A little bit of playtime with the head, possibly looking to that left side. Again, not hyperextending the knees and pushing them back. That's not correct, especially for the low back. To a little bit of micro bend and push into the ground so that your legs are active. Keep moving the right arm gently and slowly down the wall. What I just did was I used my fingers, my spider fingers, to walk farther away from my shoulder. If your mind starts to wander, just go back into the sensations of the hand, the arm. Focus on the breath. Maybe there's a little lean into the wall, right hip leaning into that wall. How about halfway now? I know it feels funny to have my back towards you, but it's my only option. Oh, good. I'm about finished. Are you? Oh, shake it out. I'm just going to turn around. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. Shake that out. Spiral out that arm. Woo. Jeez. All right. So then you have your hand on the wall when you're ready. You're going to push the same way we did to the other side. You're just pushing that palm. Wall's right here. You're pushing the wall away from you. You're going to give that a little push. Staying into the inner elbow facing up, the shoulder rolling onto the back, heart's lifted, feet hip width apart. Stay nice and tall. Oh my gosh. 3 breaths. Oh my goodness, last one. Wow, my hand, I feel it in my hand, especially because this is the right hand I use for writing or typing. More writing, I guess, because typing you use both. All right. Okay, so that was fun. That was warming up our shoulders for this next one. So this might be a bit of a challenge, so just do what feels comfortable for you. All right, so make sure your mat is close to the wall. That's the first thing. And I'm going to move the dog off, I know. Okay, so mat a little bit tight, close to the wall. You're going to go into a forward bend, bend your knees a bit. Okay, take that forward bend and just little floating, float side to side. So your hips, your back is to the wall. My students know what's coming, I think. Right? You guys know? Masami's here with me, Kay is here with me, and Ashley's here with me. All right, so palms down. You're going to take the feet up the wall. Okay, so you're using all that stretching that we did in our arms. Great prep for this. Okay, and then you're going to bring your feet up the wall. Okay. It's part of your handstand. So this might be great with the feet high up the wall. If you want to really explore some of that shoulder over wrist thing, you can, in fact, I could bring my hands a little closer, I think. Fingers wide, all of that expression and expansion that we did with the arms stretch on the wall, we're using that now. So pretend like you're pushing your hand into that wall that we just did and come up. Good. Halfway. Can't really tell, but I think my hands are underneath my shoulders. Nope, they're not. So if you want more of a challenge, you're trying to keep that alignment of the wrists. What's that? Oh, that's just the plumbing. You're trying to keep the wrists underneath the shoulders. See if that works for you.
Good. Just hold. You can hop. Oh no, I won't hop. Woo! That's it. Just hold. This is that strengthening part I was talking about. All right, come on down and rest. Give yourself a child's pose. How was that, you guys? Good job. Well, we're gonna do it one more time. Okay, so just take a moment in your child's pose to rest. I like knees apart, hips back, and then walk your hands forward. Oh my gosh, so good. Can massage the forehead on the mat, rocking the forehead side to side. Good. And then walk the fingers over to one side. We'll do both, so it doesn't matter whichever side you'd like to utilize. And then back to center. We walk the fingers a little bit farther out. Good. And then the other side. Arms over to the other side. Let the head drop. Really heavy, surrendering into the ground. Breath in the nose, out through the nose. Good. Come back to center. And then before we do, as promised, one more of the legs up the wall. If you have blocks handy, you can use your blocks for the elbows. If not, just tap your elbows forward and bring your palms up above you and let your whole upper body just sink in. Great for the shoulders again. And we'll hold for 5 breaths. Last breath. Really good. Look forward. Release your hands. Release your elbows. Move your blocks aside. And then the legs up the wall. Yay! Okay, so you're coming in. Closer. The hands actually come closer than you think. I know we want that safety, that feeling of like way out there. But in order to get a vertical feeling of torso over the wrists, hips over the wrists, you're coming in a little bit and it feels awkward. You can even adjust them here. Wow, I came in a little closer. Even out the weight. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Come out when you need to. Woo! Good job. That's a hard one, huh? Nice. All right, so then into tabletop for cat-cow. Planting the hands, rounding into the back. Chin into the chest. And drop the navel down. Play with that. Inhale one direction. Exhale the other. Good. Last one. So nice. All right, so then make sure that you have, so I'm backing up just a bit, make sure that you have the wall for your heels. So you can see the evenness of your heels onto the wall for your down dog. Sometimes it's nice to practice that symmetry in the feet. So down dog against the wall, heels right on the wall. Good. Gently walk a little bit out of it, little baby steps. Good. Use your hands on your ankles, on your shins. Halfway lift. Exhale to pull back in. Okay, as you stay in your forward fold, kind of connect the rib cage. Bent knees over the thighs. Just feel that. In fact, you can even pound out the back because that was intense on the back with the legs up the wall. Give it some soothing, some nurturing. So good. Awesome. And then just hover there with your ribs right on the upper thighs, hands around the calves. In fact, this reminds me of a posture, and so let's do it. So we're going to turn. So this whole same position, you're just turning to face your wall now, and all of that support of the wall, you lean into it. Okay, see if that works for you. You're leaning right into the wall. It's scary at first. I remember. Oh my gosh, I have to stand up to share. Oh my gosh, I remember the first time, you guys stay right where you are. I remember the first time that I did that, I was so frightened. Don't be frightened. Just go right up to the wall and trust that that wall on the upper back is going to hold you, because it will. So you're in your forward fold. So say you're about here and you're like, what? Where's the wall? Well, you got to walk your feet closer. You see that? Gotta walk your feet up towards as closest to the wall. Walk, walk, walk until you feel the wall, right? And then you lean into that wall. You got this. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get there, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Let the wall support you. It's okay to bend knees. Remember the hip creases are coming upward, trying to even out the hips. Wall is supporting you. See that? It's like a big hug. Hug from the wall. Remember to use your feet too. And check the alignment of your knees. You don't want your knees to roll inward. You want your knees to stay right underneath the hips. Try to surrender. That means arms too. Relax. Takes a moment to consciously relax. Relax, relax. Sink into the feet, because the more you light up the legs, the safer your back is. Awesome. You feel ready? When you want to come out, lean away, walk away, walk away. And then I love kind of using the wall to support me. So I'm going to use the wall. Wall, 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 walk up the wall. Use it for support. You're going to walk the hands all the way up the wall. Good, good. Use it for support. Nice. Walk in a little closer. And shoot the sit bones back. You see this? You can shoot the sit bones back, and the front of your body comes close to the wall. So you walk your feet underneath your hips shoot back, your heart pushes into the wall. You're stretching that out. Long reach.
Feels like you want to bring your feet closer so your hips can shoot back. So your hips end up right over your ankles. So walking your feet a little closer might help that alignment. And pulling yourself right up and out of the waist. So good. Okay, then walk it back. So now you'll have your hands right off the shoulders and the hips right off the ankles. Just like a nice box here, 90-degree angles. Ribs in, instead of finding that dropping down like we just did, we're tilting it in and down through the legs. Engaging your feet. I'm bringing my feet a little closer, might work better. Toes come closer. Shoot the right leg back. Warrior 3. And just hold. Feels great. So much power through your inner lines. The rib cage is lifted. Left leg is strong. Right toes pointing it out. Yeah. All right, let that go. I think a little break is in order. So just walk your feet in, give it a little shake before we do the other side. Yeah, maybe a little roll down. Interlace the hands right behind the head. Find the length through the back of the neck. Feet wide and roll down. Rocking side to side. Roll back up, bend the knees, push into the ground, roll, roll, roll. Nice. Good. Beautiful. Shake it out. Deep sigh, inhale nose. Let it out through the mouth. So good. All right, so then we have the other leg. Adjusting my clothes, these tights tend to roll down. All right, so palms 90 degrees. Toes come together. Find all that power. Lean to the right foot. Left leg shoots straight back. That's it. Good. Then you feel that left hip dropping. So your hips are nice and square. Find that right hip crease moving back. Left toe extending. Ribs in. Not too much weight into the arms because you're actually training yourself to do this in the middle of the room without the support of the wall. This is just helping your alignment. The right leg, left leg, length through the top of the head. Heart reaching forward. Left toe reaching back. Excellent. Wow. Bring it down. Again, that little bit of relief. In fact, turn around and go ahead and sit your hips against the wall. See if that feels good. Oh, yeah. Nice. Whoa. That's it. And just kind of work out the legs, getting the hips to push back. Stay in your chair. Might even bring your arms up the wall. Fire up the legs. This is a great precursor to what we're going to do next. Yes. I wanted a little heat into the legs. Hold. Awesome. Come on out. Hands can come down, lean forward, push. Nice symmetry. Oh yeah, really good. Yes. Let me check the time. Gosh, I could keep you here for so long. So it's already 12:20. Yeah. So what I wanted to do was lay splits up the wall. Okay, so that was a nice little warm up for the legs. Let's take right leg up the wall. So you're coming into your forward fold and take that right leg and just kind of bring it up on the wall. So obviously I'm flexing, so I'm bringing my heel right to the edge where the wall meets the floor. If that's too close, bring your foot out. It can come out like 2 feet even, and then you have that lift and that pressure. Okay? I'm going to try it close and see what happens. That's it. And right hip's dropping, letting the heart reach forward, stretching out through that left hamstring. Isn't the wall great? I love it. I love the wall. Such a beautiful way to support ourselves. I have the intention of doing some Zen stuff at the end, but I get so inspired by all of this that class might go over a little bit. I hope you don't mind. And your arms are nice and warm from that prep that we did at the beginning too. All right, so right leg comes down, just switch sides. Left leg comes up the wall. And remember that if you need space, all that happens is this right foot moves forward off the wall. You see that? Just go to the sweet spot. There's no destination. It is just about the journey. This is your journey. There's no ultimate, like, I want to make it to the wall. No. You're just using the wall as a tool to help support that top leg. Good shoulder workout today. You're using your upper body. You're using that standing leg. And then the left leg is walking up the wall. All right, come on out. And I hadn't mentioned it before, but when you need to come out, you come out. Honor your body. Wow. So a lot for the shoulders. Set yourself into a comfortable position and give your shoulders some love. Oh, whatever it may be. It might be just circling out the head. It might be kind of a pull down to stretch out the neck. Your body will tell you what it needs. Just have to kind of have that inner seeing, that inner eye to gaze into what the little sensations are. Always breathing. In fact, we can all do this together. Take left elbow behind the head. Yeah, and then reaching palm. I take my palm face up to grab to the little fingers if you can. If not, you could use a strap. And I'm just sitting on my heels because it's comfortable for me. If it is not comfortable for you, cross-legged, or even come to stand and do this. We're going to hold for 3 more breaths. Nice. Last breath. Beautiful. Gently come out. Wow. Yeah, it's my right shoulder that's a little bit tense.
All right, so now it's left elbow behind the head, right? Is that right? Yeah. What happens when I'm doing yoga with you? I get into the yoga place. I'm like, where am I? What am I doing? I'm doing yoga with you. All right. Right elbow behind the head. You can even lift the chin up, look up. Maybe even a C curve to the left side. Excellent. Coming back. Nice. All right, release that. Okay, so I'm having tension in the front. So this is such a beautiful way to open the front of the quads. All right, so let us do right leg forward. Okay, so right's going to be forward. So that means that the left knee kind of hooks down. See that? And the left foot on the wall. Yes. Okay, so over time, I've realized that some people have different shape, obviously different genetic makeup for the bones in the foot. So if there's some bones protruding out on that front top of the foot, doesn't feel good. So you might want to put some padding underneath that foot there. But for me, my foot is really flat there, so it doesn't bother me at all. So I'm fine. And the same thing, remember when I said pull the foot away from the wall in standing splits? You can do the same thing here. Pull that knee away from the wall, or you can put it right in the crease of the wall. So it's up to you. Just check in. Also, so it's really important to set up. So I'm going to add an extra layer of mat for my knee because my ground is hard. So that's what I did there. So yeah, set yourself up for success. Take a breath as you transition. Right foot comes forward. Right hand on the knee. And left hand on the knee. By the way, wall classes are some of my favorite classes because they're just so supportive and they get into different places like this posture. Why would I say that? Because this posture is one of them. So hips back. So if it's too uncomfortable on this knee, you got to pull it away from the wall a little bit. See, that subtle adjustment helps a lot. Wow, haven't done this in a while. Are you guys smiling on the inside? Oh, yes. Then your arms can come up. What feels good to you? Oh, my right hip was super high. So check in with that right hip. See if you can get it down. And I just want to share that possibly you have space here, and that's absolutely normal. Eventually, you'll be able to hook onto the wall. Okay, we're going to hang out for a couple more breaths. Stay tall. Try to relax into it, soften, allow with your breath, with your face. Make it yours. Come out if you need to. Oh, gosh. Good. Okay. As you come out, hands to the inside, walk this right foot more towards the front of the mat. And then you're just going to push your hips low. So it changes the whole thing. You see that? You're letting the hips drop. I'm trying to have a natural curve in my back. So that means I'm pushing my femurs into the socket, my hip creases back, and lengthening through the lower body. Keeping my back safe. And at the same time, lengthening through my upper body. All right, that's plenty. Walking my foot over to the right, pulling it close to me, and come on out. Shake out this left leg. Make sure you have space. Circle out that hip. Wow. Just play time. I thought right arm forward, left leg back. Reach for this foot above you. And see if you can kick it up. Again, continuing that stretch through the front of the left hip quad. Nice. So much for the Zen part of class. It's coming, I promise, I promise. All right, we'll do the other side. So Ashley and I, oh my gosh, last Tuesday, I have that all recorded on the big camera. It was so sleepy. We did sleepy yoga. It was awesome. So I'll have that up on YouTube soon. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side. What is it? So it's right knee down, right knee's on the mat, double mat. Left foot comes forward. Oh, that's it. Every side's different, so play with what your body is telling you. Good. Nose breath if you can. Occasionally you come in and out, in through the nose and out through the mouth, especially when you're hitting a tight spot, like right now. Woo, real life yoga. Gotta remember, I was born in 1968. 1968 is my birthday. So, a little bit more creaky in my bones than if you were born in the 80s. Ha! Gotta love it. All right. Oh, joy. This is it. Almost done, honey. Streaming live. It's a gorgeous day in San Diego, so my 9-year-old son is waiting for beach time. Everything that you did on the other side, on this side. Again, right leg dominant for most of us. So right quad seems a little tighter, which is that knee that's down. Notice I can't put my hips on the wall on this side. Okay, gently come out. Hopefully you feel balanced. Take a breath. Breath is key to transitioning because the places that you're more likely to injure yourself in a transition. Okay, so that's why as you move slowly in and out of postures, it's key, very key to keeping the body safe. So I'm just kind of wiggling my toes forward to settle in, to bring the hips a little bit more. Okay, again, you want to check in with the alignment, hip crease back, lengthen through the tailbone, heart reaching forward, push a little pressure into that left foot. See if you can soften and let the hips drop. Lighting up the legs. Not necessarily just dumping the weight. You want to find some muscle squeezing right into it to give it some dynamic, fluid strength and stretch at the same time. That keeps your joints safe. All right, freedom. Come on out. Come on out. Oh gosh, yes. Nice. Walk away. Oh, we stretched it out. Sorry, I almost forgot. So it was right leg. Whoops, make sure you're far away from the wall. Straighten out that right leg. Left arm comes forward. And then reaching for that foot. It's feeling sort of balanced, right? This sequence that we did today, shoulders feel nicely stretched out. Now we're working on the hips and the legs. So it's a very balanced sequence, which feels good to the body. You know, they want a little bit of evenness, a little bit of everything. So now here comes the Zen part. Let's come to the wall. So how do you get legs up the wall? You have to, it depends on your flexibility, of course, for the hamstrings. But if your hamstrings are really flexy and you know that you can do that 90-degree angle, you can bring one hip close to the wall and then slide the legs up the wall. Okay, so we're just going to have legs up the wall. That's it. Good. Then just lay yourself back. If you still feel like you're a little far from the wall, you're going to wiggle the hips close. That's it. Oh, yeah. So now your hips are right on the wall. Your legs are up the wall. This is such a restorative posture. So if you think restorative yoga, we're in it. This is restore time. Well deserved. That was a lot. And just let your body be heavy. And just to give you more information, more knowledge, if you decide to do this for yourself on your own, you can always accentuate the posture by putting something heavy on your feet. So if you plant a block or a book, or even, they have sandbags for yoga, where there's this heavy weight into the bottoms of the feet, that actually pulls this grounding feeling right into the low back. So that's just something I thought to share with you. Any low back pain, this is one of those postures. Very helpful to know. Trying to surrender into the legs. And now might be the time in class to sort of let go of the ocean breath or that ujjayi sound, that audible sound. Let that go and start to breathe more quietly. See how heavy and relaxed your legs can be. All that activity, let that be quiet now. Sometimes the body just spontaneously wants to have a deep sigh. See if you could sense any of that. You might even feel some pulsing. And I embrace that pulse as part of the rhythmic flow of energy up and down the body. How's your jaw? In fact, let's take the fingertips, rub your thumb against the fingertips, and then just notice the place where you want to massage for your jaw, making sure that's really surrendered and relaxed. But there might be a tight spot on one side. See if you can find a spot to linger in to massage. Immediately starting to relax the low back. The whole body responds to self-massage. Good, and you can move it up to the temples. Yep. There's yawns. Let those yawns come. Temples are great. Clockwise. So you're just turning it clockwise. Both sides are same direction. Can you even pressure points? So you find a spot and just push inward. And then rub the thumbs and fingers again so you feel the tips of the fingers just off your face. And then right in between your forehead, that line right in the center of your forehead, put your fingers there and then pull them to the edges of your hairline and to the temples. And do that again. So you just center and pull out like you're opening up your forehead. Like, whoa, I'm opening my forehead. Oh gosh, temples are really sensitive. See if you can soften around that. So a combination of the pulling, don't forget to breathe, soften your breath, and the circling. I also want to remind you that yoga really starts clearing and cleansing your nadis, your meridian lines. So it's essential to hydrate. Make sure you hydrate after class. And sometimes it also creates fatigue in the body. If you feel tired, it's also that clearing and that cleansing. Inner work, inner healing, waking up the prana, the vital energy. Yeah, it's really powerful. Powerful stuff. This healing from the inside out. Good. All right, so I think that might be enough. You can just come flat, lay flat, or one more. I'm just stuffs on my feet. One more sort of inversion, gentle. Just be very gentle. This will be the last thing before we come back to lay flat. So gently. In fact, I'm even using my hands on my knees to help pull that away and help us just to lift. So it's like I'm lifting from my feet, pressure, and my hand on my thighs and just evenly pressing up. So once you feel like you can support yourself with your feet, drop the hand, maybe support the back, come the rest of the way up. So you're in supported shoulder stand and then walk the feet up the wall. Nice inversion. Or you may just skip this and go right into Shavasana, which is laying flat. If you want full shoulder stand, give yourself a little bit more press to bring the hips towards your head. Elbows pull in, support the upper back, and try one leg up and then the other leg up. And it doesn't have to go all the way straight. It can stay a little bent. Just make sure to use your elbows and to always look up. Queen of the yoga posture. You can also just do one leg at a time. Feels nice. Alternating. You ready to come down? Use the wall, just nice, nurturing, gentle way to come out. Letting that drop. Again, you can use your hands for support. Make sure that's long. breath. Exhale. Oh, he knows I'm almost done. Exhale. Good. Jackson's timing at the end of class is great. He's like, it's been an hour, Mom. All right. So to come flat, I definitely recommend bending the knees, coming to the side, using that support for your hands to come up. Good. And then adjust yourself so that you can lay flat. Good. That's it. Take a few more minutes just to lay flat. I like the blocks or a bolster underneath the legs. Really helpful. Feet turning out. Again, massaging the neck too. Interlace your fingers and chin to the chest. Just setting up some space in the neck. So good. Lengthen through the head, give it a pull, maybe a rock. And then hands down by your sides. Wow, you made it. You made it to Shavasana. That place where you're letting the breath be invisible, soundless. So you're more than welcome to just stay in your Shavasana, where you're just 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. Or if you're ready, you can feel the fingers, again, rubbing the tips of the fingers with your thumb, rocking gently head, deepening the breath, big yawn or sigh. So relaxed. And then the knee, one leg at a time, little wiggle of the legs. Bring one knee up, nice and heavy, heavy knee. Pull it towards you. In fact, let's do that to the other side. So see how this is nice and tight toward the shoulder? Bringing that right knee to the shoulder. Well, we're going to do that to that left side. So drop that right foot and just do the same thing. Slowly just dragging that left knee up towards the shoulder. A little bit of support. Interlace the fingers. Give it a pull towards that left shoulder. Feels nice. Good. And then add the other leg with a rock. Little happy baby. And then roll to whichever side feels good to roll towards. That's it. Rolling to that side. Use the hands for support. Top hand, especially top hand. Coming up. Coming all the way up into a meditative posture. Trying to keep your eyes soft and maybe even closed. Whew. In it with you guys. This is amazing. As you sit tall, take that one last breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Really good. Celebrating our nice completion. We've completed an hour of yoga or more. I don't even know. Namaste. Good. Oh, yeah, stretch. Look at your down dog. All right, you guys, that was awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Ashley and Masami and Kay, thank you. Appreciate it. So fun. So I'll see you on Thursday for a nice vigorous class. Not that that wasn't vigorous, but yes, you know what I mean. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.